Okay, it's Christmas because it's the 1st of December. It's the Alpine village, high up in the Kingston Alps, where we've come for a festive Alpine lunch.
Welcome to another episode of Toby Stupid Vlog.
You can tell it's proper Christmas now because I've put up some coloured lanterns, as well as having, a sausage at a Christmas market today. Anyhow, it was nice that Advent started in earnest today, and to go to a Christmas market and start actually thinking about Christmas properly. I do still have loads of work to do, but I feel like I'm trying to get myself in the mood, and today was a good start. We bought loads of other random Christmas nonsense. I'll show you tomorrow when we start putting up some decorations. Good morning, actually it's not, good afternoon, and welcome to Kew Village Market, the last one of the year, kind of. There is another market on Friday, but it's not part of the same thing really, although it's probably the same stores. So I've just come to see what interesting things are here.
Not with us, but he went to the gym and then came back.
This place is so therapeutic. Just walking through pine trees is like the most calming thing I find. I've just popped into the Temperate House as well, which is really sort of coming along. Obviously it only opened back in May and everything was a bit immature there, but it's reached a point where it feels a bit more alive and a bit less planted. It's really nice in there. Anyway, I'm just going to continue my route round, and I've got to head home and have some lunch at some point. Crystal's out for lunch, so I'm just making the most of time that I'd otherwise spend sitting in front of the TV, which isn't quite so constructive. So I'm going to do my loop, have some lunch, and then we might put up some more Christmas decorations. So I'm just going to briefly show you the two Verdun benches properly. You might remember I helped plant and mulch a replacement Verdun oak over on the other side of the lake there, where the original one grew. That was planted from a seed that was recovered from the battlefields of Verdun. And they first tried to make the memorial bench, and when they tried, they hit a nail that was in the wood, and you can see it burnt a mark, it scorched a mark, and broke the blade. And so they decided not to use that piece and instead turn it into this V-shaped Verdun bench, and then replace the blade obviously, and then went about creating the bench in earnest, which is around the corner here. Here is the new Verdun oak, lovingly mulched by myself and the trustees of Kew, including Christian and Guru Murphy a couple of weeks back. You can go and watch that video if you want. And this is the remembrance bench made from that oak. This it's two sides obviously. This side barbed wire, what have you, sort of field, it's supposed to be in remembrance, and then the other side is supposed to signify hope. Good morning. I realise it's daylight and so you don't get the full majesty of our Christmas decorations, but there's baubles in every available tree and on every available site, and we have owls and baubles and candy canes and parsnips and carrots and tea lights and all sorts. So it's very festive in here. I'll show you again once it gets dark. Well, so much for going for a walk. I got into Kew and it started raining and now I'm hiding in a greenhouse. It's nice. I think I've showed you this one before, but it is a bit silly. Like I could be doing some work, but I'm kind of waiting for the drizzle to pass. It wasn't supposed to rain today, so that's gone well. It's raining again. I've had to come and hide in the mink house. Luckily I know where pretty much every shelter in these gardens is, but this isn't really what I had in mind when I went for a walk. I thought I'll get the best part of the day by getting up early and not doing this, just after lunch like I usually do. That hasn't worked out at all, has it? It's quite dark in the mink house because there's no lights, as is traditional. But might have to bin this off and go home, next opportunity. It seems to be trying to scupper my walk at every opportunity. Now look at it. So confusing. Anyway, I'm going to head through the Stargates here and go back and do some work, because a lot of time has been wasted waiting for rain to pass and there was a lot of things to do. Here it is in its full light up glory. Some lights around the stockings and the tree. We don't have a lot of lights on the tree. I could do with some more. And then we've got our little initialed lights here. Parsnip and carrot friends down there. Got some more little lights there. And various selections of smelly cones and whatnot. And baubles everywhere you look. It's been a while, but Louis decided he's going to come and have a visit. He's very upset with the cold and is desperately in need of attention. Aren't you? Yes. We're in Bavaria having a sausage. Hey, happy Thursday. Here we are in well, it looks like a school classroom, doesn't it? It's not. This is a training room at Medidata where we've been filming interviews today. It is a very stressful day. This bit wasn't particularly, but the parade video is just like hanging over me. I've got so much of it to do. I've had to cancel going to the board meeting tonight, which is I hate doing, so that's annoying. But anyway, we're basically done here, just transferring some footage, and then I can go home and carry on parade editing. Hey, happy Friday. It's been a mixed bag the last 48 hours. So you saw I was filming in Hammersmith yesterday. That was probably the easy bit. In between all of that, I've had to do a rough cut of all 4 sections of the parade video. It's a 44-minute programme in 4 11-minute chunks. And that was hard, I won't lie. A lot of the footage I've only got quite recently, and a lot of it's recorded on different cameras, different sound levels, different looks. So it really was just a case of grabbing things and putting them in the right order. And the beautification process has to start later. I did some very, very rough audio levels, the tiniest bit of colour grading. But anyway, I'm now off to record the voiceover narration for it, I decided to walk because yesterday was largely sedentary, waiting for interviewees to turn up. And this morning I've been sat down all day doing part 4 because I hadn't started part 4 at all. So I'm going to go for a bit of a walk. The weather's improved. This morning it was terrible, now it's lovely, so really can't just, you know, be sitting on public transport all day. So I'm going to make the most of it. Water level's quite high. I just had to take a diversion off path. I think the tide is going out now, but it's a little close for comfort. See that? It's called false spring. It's when it becomes unseasonably warm and the flowers start blooming again. It's a bit weird. So it is Friday, although it doesn't feel like it, so I should quickly do a word of the week before I forget. So this whole documentary malarkey that's been going on for the last month and a half, it's for TV broadcast. It's going out on London Live, don't know when because we haven't finished it. So I thought the word of the week should be television. The television is the word of the week. So first of all, in German, the television is der Fernseher. Der Fernseher. That is television in German. And in Italian, it's much more straightforward. It's la televisione. La televisione is Italian for television. So there we go. That's television in German, Italian. And then what's this week's word of the week? This is Q's Sparkle, which is kind of the market, only at night.